very severe osteoporosis. She started vibrating with me twice a week. A year and a half later, she has gained significant amount of bone density. A year and a half after that, she had the bones of a healthy young woman at the age of 70. Incredible and exciting and wonderful. Welcome to Good Vibes with Becky Chambers. Everything you need to know about whole body vibration from the world's leading expert.
For informational purposes only, not medical advice. Consult a qualified healthcare professional before making health decisions. The creator of this content is not responsible for any actions taken based on the information provided.
So today we're going to talk about bone density. And before I do, I just want to introduce myself a little bit. I come at vibration from a different viewpoint than most people currently in the field. So it was originally developed for Olympic athletes and astronauts because it is, in fact, fantastic exercise equipment and great for bone density. But I have been, and it's been around for about 50 years, but I have had a long history of health problems, pretty significant and debilitating for most of my life. And so I really needed to approach it from the perspective of what is the best for every part of you, because I was quite delicate and fragile at that by the time I was ready to start trying vibration 25 years ago. So I've really looked at how is it best for every part of your body, your brain, for inflammation, for your nervous system, for your gut health, for aging and anti-aging effects and overall wellness. So as well as bones, muscles, and joints. But it's more holistic. And I am a living testament to what can be done with whole body vibration because I've been using it daily for 25 years. I'm now 66, and I am healthier and stronger than I was when I was 30. So it's pretty exciting. And I want to today talk about bones, as I said, and I have some visuals for you. First of all, whole body vibration is indeed a fantastic, intense workout. You can adjust it to whatever level you need, though. Keep that in mind. So don't be scared of it. It is really important for bone density that you are very active and exercising as much as possible and using your body, because muscles hold your body together and they signal to your body to build bone. Especially in intense workout, you're also getting higher impact and gravitational forces, all of which is really key for building bone. Last week, we talked about building muscle, and check out those podcasts for more on this. But we're going to move on right now to some of the really cool research that has been done on building bone density with vibration. So on the right-hand side are mice who did not vibrate, and the dark areas are fat. On the left-hand side, you've got the lean and mean mice who did do vibration. They were just sitting on a vibration machine 15 minutes a day for 15 weeks. And you can see they have a lot less fat, about 30% less fat, and a corresponding increase in bone density. So not 30%, but as the fat went down, the bone was increasing. And why is this? It turns out vibration is signaling to stem cells in your bone where they originate that they should turn into bone building cells rather than into fat cells. So you're getting a double whammy. You're killing two birds with one stone. Could it be any better, right? There's actually a whole ton of effects that contribute to why vibration helps you increase bone. This is one of my clients who was 68 when she came to me in 2004. 2002, she had negative 3.8 or very severe osteoporosis. She started weightlifting and taking a lot of supplements. And 2 years later, in 2004, she had lost more bone. She was now negative 3.9, which is very severe. And she started vibrating with me with one of those big, powerful machines that I don't actually recommend anymore, but that's a kind that was originally developed for Olympic athletes. But it turns out for regular people who are dealing with health problems, that is the wrong machine. So We'll go into machines more later, but she started vibrating with me at twice a week, standing on the machine for 12 minutes. A year and a half later, she has gained significant amount of bone density, which was just incredible. At this point, we switched to the kind of machine that I now recommend, which is single motor and not as intense, but we'll get into that. So anyway, a year and a half after that, she had the bones of a healthy young woman at the age of 70. So truly incredible and exciting and wonderful. And I'm sorry, I wish I could say everybody gets that kind of results, but it is not an easy thing for lots of us. Let's talk about some of the other effects that can help you. One is that vibration lowers pain and inflammation. And if you're doing it properly, it can happen quickly and effectively and powerfully. It can happen all over your body. So one of the big things is that your joints don't hurt as much and you can be more active. As I mentioned before, being active and using your body is absolutely key to keeping bone density and increasing bone density. The other thing is that lowering inflammation aids in building bone just by itself, because inflammation causes a lot of problems with a lot of issues, including bone density. Vibration has also been shown to raise hormone levels throughout your body that are really important for building bone, such as human growth hormone and testosterone, which is important for men and women. So both of those are really important hormones for building bone density. And just by being on vibration machine, those hormones can increase. And as we talked about before, stem cells, but it actually will increase the level of stem cells circulating in your bloodstream. They did an awesome, really interesting study showing that a vibration alone could raise the level of stem cells circulating in your body by 30%. And if you added exercise as well as vibration, then you could actually increase your stem cells 40%. And remember, stem cells go everywhere in your body, healing all kinds of things. So it's an amazing effect from whole body vibration. Let's go on the different kinds of machines. So it's really important to use the right kind of machine. Oscillation, which is sort of a wobbling type motion where one foot goes up while the other side goes down, it creates a huge motion. This is the kind you see on social media. The person is moving all over the place. It's an inexpensive way to get a big motion, and it's kind of popular because of that, but it has to run very slow and it's too wild. Those machines actually, if you get one off of Amazon, one of those cheap ones, it will come with a warning not to use it if you have osteoporosis, because you could get injured. It's such a wild motion. What I recommend is the one on the left, vertical vibration. It is small motion because it's smooth. It can go much faster. It's basically sort of turning you into a purring cat. And cats have an incredible ability to fall from great heights and not get injured. And they also can heal from things that would kill another animal. It is purring that gives these animals their 9 lives. So you want a vibration machine that turns you into a purring cat. All right. What has been your experiences? Anybody increase their bone density?
Yes, I have. It's been a long, slow slog, however. You need not just vibration, but you need calcium, you need hormones, as you mentioned. There may be other
Yeah,
factors that I haven't yet discovered.
absolutely. Putting vibration together with the whole program is going to be your best approach and is really important when you're talking about bone density. So let's let people know, though, Dave, that you are 79 and you got some great results when you first were starting with vibration and trying to increase bone density and muscle strength.
At my age, you're winning if you don't lose anything, much less gain something.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. There's a whole ton of stuff you can do along with vibration to amplify your results: nutrition, supplements, hormones, and the latest thing is peptides. So I would recommend, if you're older, checking all of that out along with vibration.
Yes, I
Um,
would definitely add amino acids. Aminos are very, very important because, well, first of all, a lot of the protein powders have additives that our digestion just doesn't really like. So just take the aminos, and I've noticed a big difference in my muscle strength I haven't been able to yet measure the bone because I haven't been doing it long enough. I've only been doing it for 6 months, and it takes years for bone density to really show. Unlike our liver that regenerates in 8 weeks and our intestines 2 days, bones take a long, long time. However, the fact that I know my muscles are much, much stronger is allowing me to do more. I'm now doing a Zumba class and a TRX class, all these things. I couldn't even move before. I could barely move. So it's important to get the muscles going, and that will happen more quickly on the Vibe machine. You'll get that effect fast.
Fantastic, Alex. Yes, so, so true. And she's talking about protein when she's talking about amino acids, the building blocks of protein. And of course, protein is very critical when you're trying to build muscle. And building muscle is so critical for building bones. So, right on, Alex. Go for it. And by the way, do you mind me saying how old you are?
I'll be 81 on Tuesday.
Yeah, so she has a fantastic story, and it is never too late to start vibrating when you're using the right kind of machine. If you're older than 50 and you're living in the US, bone density is likely to be an issue, honestly. It's something we should all stay on top of because our lifestyle is not good for building bone. A lot of people are inactive and their diet is not good, and there's a lot of stress, all of which can lead to bone loss. So it's a really important topic for everybody.
There's a lot of broken hips out there too.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, the other point that I didn't make yet is that the bone density drugs are not safe. They have very dangerous side effects. They cause increase in bone density by stopping normal function of your body that takes away bad bone that's brittle and dead. So any possible way to build bone naturally is the way to go, because then you end up with strong, healthy bone that is flexible and strong and dense. We're going to do a workout next. Join us, even if you don't have a machine, but join us on your machine if you do. For those of you who haven't done vibration before, it's very important to start slow and build up with vibration. Set it for the amount of time and the settings you know you can handle, and then just keep going with us with your machine off. We're going to do interval training at the same time, and it's also going to combine HIIT workout, which is cardiovascular, as well as resistance training intervals. So here we go. If you have trouble keeping up with me, don't worry about it. There's extra time in there. We're 30 seconds on, 10 seconds to rest while we get in the next position. We're doing a beginner's squat. My knees are a little bent, my hips back a little bit, and pulling up on the straps, which you don't have to do. If you want to just do the beginner's position with your hands here, that's fine. This is a workout for your legs. And if you add the arms, then you're getting the arms, and you're also increasing the pressure, the weight that you're carrying. That's important, actually, even for bone density, because the more impact you have and weight you're carrying, the more effective the signal to your bones. All right, next position is going to be a lunge. One foot on the plate, the other foot behind. And if you can pull on a strap, that's good. Here we go. All right. And okay, pull up. We're doing 2 resistance workout positions, exercises, and that's great for your bone density, right? And then we're going to do a cardio exercise, because getting your heart rate up is fantastic for your body, and whole system works together. Very important. Keep the whole system working. All right, here you go. Can you feel your legs working hard? So when you're on a machine, we're going to move. The next one, here we go. All right, next one is going to be cardio. We're going to do a jumping jack type thing. So you can do this, right? Or if you're up for it, you can do a full on jumping jack. Do what's right for you, okay? So you want to be pushing your body a little bit. You don't want to hurt yourself, right? You got to listen to your body. What I was saying earlier is that when you're on a vibration machine, you are actually holding 2 to 3 times your body weight because of the effects of acceleration and gravity, which is awesome because that is another signal to your body to increase bone density. Whew. All right, good job. And we're going to do a whole range of exercises to get the vibration and the signal to all parts of our body. All right, now we're going to do arm pulls. You're standing on the plate and you're pulling out to the side and up with your straps as much as you can. Now, I have stretchy straps, but if you don't, if you just have like canvas ones, that's fine. Pull them out to the side and pull as hard as you can. It's that pressure and quivering of muscle fibers on your bones that's signaling bone to build. And if anyway, the vibration is telling your stem cells to turn into fat cells. Sorry, to not turn into fat cells, to turn into bone building cells, which is great. All right, we're going to do the other leg lunge. So the other leg this time, and pulling up with the other hand if you can. They're fine if you can. If you don't have strap, you can do all of these exercises without straps. So if your machine doesn't have straps, that's fine. Just put your hands out in front. You can put them here. You can go make it harder by sinking deeper into the squat. Or if you need a little easier, you can move your foot forward and not put as much weight on your front leg. It's just something you can adjust. All of these exercises can be adjusted so that you're challenging yourself. All right, great job. Cardio, doing another cardio. This time we're doing something called mountain climbing, where you lift your legs up high like this, right? And if you can put a hop into it, like you're running up the mountain, right? Okay, good job. Here we go. You are awesome. Running up the mountain. Amazing. Lift those legs up high. Whew. Even if you're a good athlete, you can have a very challenging exercise session on a vibration machine. In fact, I mean, it was built for Olympic athletes. You can make this from extremely easy to extremely hard just by adjusting the exercises and the machine. The machine I'm on here, and you can find them on my website. And you can find all kinds of stuff in my books. Next exercise is going to be abdominals. My website's bcvibranthealth.com. Abdominal easy is to have either just your hands above your head and crunching your legs, right? Pull your leg up and your arms down at the same time. A little harder, you're using weights. This is just a water bottle, but you could use heavier weights. Hardest one here is the V for victory position. You're in a V shape, right? With just your rear end on the plate. And hold that position with your legs straight if you can. You could have your arms out straight. Ooh, good abdominal core exercise. And that's so important for everything. We're going to do a kind of pushing up using our arms. Grab your weights or no weights if you don't have them, and push up, right? Okay, good job. And you could be doing a little squat. I have some exercises where you're just standing because you're not able to go up and down. That's fine. Just stay standing. And then if you're able to go up and down, you can do a more challenging push-up where you're actually doing a push-up on your vibration machine. And that is very difficult. Whew, because 10 minutes working out on your machine equals an hour conventional weight training. That's how intense it is, exercising with vibration. Okay, next one, another cardio. We're going to be kicking up our heels behind us this time, okay? So running again, but kicking up your heels behind you. All right, here we go. Here we go. Good job. Okay. Oops. Sorry. Okay. Kicking up your heels behind you like that. Whew. All right, good job. Almost done. And then we're about halfway through. You can do it. You can do it. Keep going. If you need to slow down, that's fine. Take a little, slow down, breathe. But you want to keep working out. All right. I'm going to do more core exercises. This is the diagonal crunch. Take your weight if you have one, or without weights if you need to. Opposite, put it up to the side, and then opposite leg. And keep going with the same leg, right, like this. We are doing a diagonal crunch on the right side. Core workout helps you with balance, especially if you can get down here, get on one side, and you're doing sort of a modified V for victory. Got one leg out straight, the top leg, the other one bent, one hand on the floor for balance. Touch your elbow if you can, but try to the bottom knee, which is bent. And only your rear was on the plate. Good job. Okay. Tricep dip is next. Now, if you're standing, put your hands up straight with weights if you can, and just move your hands down behind your head. This is targeting the triceps muscle, which is underneath your arm. Makes your arms look nice. All right. All those muscles look good. If you're down here, you want to do a harder tricep dip. Put your legs out in front of you, hands on the plate, and lower your weight up and down. Okay, the more you put your legs out in front of you, the further out, the harder it is. Okay, here we go. Keep going, you can do it. Yeah, good job. Good job. Okay, next one. Another cardio, right? We're gonna kick out to the sides like that. If you wanna do it walking like this, that's fine. If you need to do a smaller thing, you could just be doing this, okay? Whatever is right for you, but it's good to get your heart rate up and put a hop in it if you can, like this. Okay, good job. Here we go. You are doing awesome things for your body. Indeed, you are. You're getting whole body vibration. You're getting cardio. You're getting resistance training and all the benefits of whole body vibration, which is vast and really quick. And who can't do 10 minutes, right? A day, 15 minutes, because we're adding the cardio and the HIIT. All right. Second pelvic diagonal crunch up on the other side this time, okay? Here we go. This show is going to be on 3 times a week. And I invite you to come and exercise with us 3 times a week. Join us for the talk and then work out with us. You will be taking care of yourself. All right. If you want to go down here for this diagonal crunch, you could be doing that. It's harder. And that's great if you can do it. Okay. Try to touch that elbow to the knee. Good job. You did it. All right. Pelvic bridge. More core training. Pelvis area. Very, very important. Pelvis bridge. Take your weights if you've got them. Do a little bit of a squat and then push your hips forward. You see what I'm doing? Just getting all these muscles through here. Okay, and tighten it up your glutes. Push your hips as far as possible. Keep doing that. Or if you can come down here, more classic pelvic bridge is to put your feet on the plate with vibration and push your hips up. Lift your hips up. Ready for something even harder? Do a one-legged pelvic bridge on your vibration machine. There you go. All right. Good job. Good job. All right. We got one more cardio and then you're done with the cardios, okay? Here we go. Last one. Down, pick something up and throw it. Now you don't have to hop. Just reach down and throw something. If you can't do that, you could just bend over a little bit and push up, right? Or down and up with a hop. Here we go. It's almost like shooting a basketball, right? Pick it up and shoot it. Here we go. Whew. You are a superstar. Here we go. You will be a superstar if you keep this going. All right. Here we go. Almost done. Then we got 2 more resistance training exercises. Okay, next one is plank. If you're standing, 3, 2, I want you to do more crunches, okay? Like this. And if you are down here, that's core exercises. And a traditional plank, your elbows are on the plate and you're holding your body straight from shoulders to feet. It gets hard quickly, surprisingly quickly. How hard that gets. Okay, you can do it. Good job. Good job. Hang in there. Woo. Oh, hello, Panda Bear. Okay, this is my dog, Panda Bear. All right, good job. Nice job, everybody. Nice. Okay. All right, go ahead. Pelvic bridge. That was your pushing your hips forward like this. Okay? That's if you're standing. And if you're lying down, pelvic bridge, this time you could do it with your other leg. Okay, Panda. There you go. Okay, down here, your legs are up. And we're gonna do the other leg this time. If that's too hard, do the double leg one. But if you wanted to push your hips up and down, you could do that. There we go. Nice. Okay, Panda Bear loves vibration too. All right. There we go. And actually, vibration is fantastic for animals. We'll do a show on that sometime. All right. Nice job, everybody. You can just do any position you want as a massage now. Just relax on here. You could just be standing. You could be lying down with your calves on the machine. You could be sitting on the machine, but you deserve a rest and a massage right now. I'm just going to relax sitting on it. So this is a little warm down and reward after your excellent workout. Good job. Feel all the oxygen and energy zooming around in your body. All right. You did a great job. Keep it going. Consistency is key, especially when you're trying to build bone. You got to be working out 3 times a week, doing resistance training on your machine daily. Don't worry if you miss a day, it's not going to kill anything, but it's, you want to get on there a lot. Put your machine where you're going to trip over it if you don't use it. All right. Well, you all have a wonderful week.